Okay. Up next, we have a talk called The Disruptive Potential of Wallet Messaging, and we're going to have that from Pedro Gomes, co-founder and CEO of Wallet Connect. Give him a warm welcome.
Thank you. Thank you, thank you. This is quite an interesting talk, I hope, for all of you, because having this community brought together in ETH Denver, I think we can all agree that Web3 has come a very, very long way. But I don't think we have come far enough. Like, we have to completely disrupt how we think about Web3, and I think wallet messaging is exactly what it will achieve that. So, I'm Pedro Gomes, CEO at Wallet Connect. And we started in 2018 by connecting wallets, a very simple task that was actually a 5-year journey to actually bring more than 200 wallets together. We essentially had all of these competitors agree on a single protocol to have an open, interoperable standard that allowed them to remotely connect to any dApp from their wallet. The way we did this is through a QR code that you might have found in your dApps, and you can use your mobile wallet to connect to a desktop or a mobile app. But I just feel like we haven't taken enough steps to actually bring the interoperability to where it should be. We've kind of covered the connection part. Connecting a wallet to a dApp and signing transactions, it's pretty much core infrastructure for Web3. You can't think about Web3 without the idea of connecting a wallet and signing a message or a transaction. But then the experience is kind of fragmented because users end up visiting a dApp and then just forgetting about it. Like, imagine Web2 if you never had push notifications, downloading Instagram and not knowing when someone posted something. Communication is the step forward to actually improve that experience. I think we need to rethink what a wallet is. Too many people still think of wallets as a financial application, but if you look at your physical wallet today or your purse, you will see that you have more than a financial application. It's not just about cash and credit cards. We have a form of identity, we have a form of access and loyalty cards and travel passes. It is much, much more than just financial applications. So yeah. Wallet today is a gateway to Web3, but the wallet is also your digital passport. It's what identifies you in the Web3 experience. Whether you go to a dApp, whether you go to social media, whether you participate in a DAO, you buy an NFT, or you stake in a DeFi position, it's your wallet identity that's being used. It's not your email, it's not your phone number, it's your address on the blockchain. And the wallet essentially becomes this hub for the Web3 activity. You have this ability to have an overview of everything that has happened in the blockchain directly in your phone. And that's what Wallet is all about, is becoming this super app that controls your identity, that authorizes transactions, and you can revoke access to applications. But so far, this is kind of fragmented, like I said, because once you interact with a dApp, you don't have an ability to communicate to a wallet. If you go to Uniswap or OpenSea, you probably want to hear about it later on without having to connect your wallet over and over again. So what will propel this new wallet experience? We want something more engaging, more interactive, and more social, and that's why we bring wallet messaging. And at Wallet Connect, we think about wallet messaging in two forms. Push notifications, where you have one party broadcasting to many participants in a single direction, and wallet-to-wallet chat, where two parties exchange messages between each other in a two-way communication. Let's talk about push notifications. Push notifications are the key to greater engagement. Mobile apps today would just feel bland and just feel something that it doesn't really feel vibrant, where you see feedback coming from your peers when they interact in social media or when you receive an email. Push notifications are pretty much core to the experience today. But why is it any different with Web3? Why don't we have proper push notifications in Web3? So that's what Wallet Connect brings with Wallet Connect Push API. We have an end-to-end encrypted push notification protocol built on top of the Wallet Connect network, which more than 200 wallets already use. And it also serves both on-chain and off-chain events. This is not just for on-chain events. And the greatest thing is that we're also adding granular user-defined settings, so you have all the control from your wallet, which notifications you can receive, and you can filter out spam that you don't want. This will completely change how we think about the user experience and will drive much more user engagement. The returning visitors for a dApp will definitely skyrocket because no longer you will just do something with an NFT or a DeFi or a DAO. You will be following up every step of the way using push notifications. And this is our architecture. We're still using the relay network that Wallet Connect has built over the years that 200 wallets are connected to, and we're adding 2 services on top. An echo server acts like a watchman. It basically is always available, looking at the relay network, even when the user is offline. And then we'll have a webhook that will trigger a push notification in the Apple push notification system or in Google's Firebase cloud messaging. So the echo can be run by the wallet or by Wallet Connect Cloud, while the relay network will be run by the node operators, decentralized as it was designed. But then we have another feature. We have the cast server, the ability to send one message to many participants and having all of the controls that the user has signed. So the user will sign a message that will authorize the cast server to send certain notifications and essentially acting as a firewall. However, Wallet Connect is responsible for delivering notifications. In order to know when to send a notification, on what notification you want to send, and to who you want to send, there's a service that's going to be built as a notifier. But this might be a great task for a dApp to take on themselves. There's companies out there that are specializing on this, and a company that has been thinking about this very early on is Wherever, who's already building this for dApps. So I will invite to the stage Amos, co-founder of Wherever.
Thank you, thank you. Yes. Awesome. Thank you, Pedro, for having me here. Super excited to share more about our partnership. But first, a couple of words about Wherever and what do we do. So we're a Web3 native messaging infrastructure company. We're building towards a user-owned internet where users have complete control over their inbox and can communicate with anyone from wherever. We provide both wallets and dApps with the tools to power Web3 native communication experiences so they can drive better engagement, retention, and growth. Now, I have a very quick question for you guys. Raise your hand if you got a notification from a Web2 app today. Don't be shy, raise your hands. Awesome. Now, raise your hand if you got a notification from a Web3 app in the last month. We have one over there. Curious to hear what was that. Awesome, yeah. So our partnership with Wallet Connect is really based around helping dApps and wallets leverage Web3 native push notifications. Wherever what we do, we provide dApps with the tools to send the right message at the right time to the right user using our broadcasting studio. And then from the other side of things, from the wallet side, we help them with communication passports that acts as a spam filtering layer that ensures users have a complete spamless experience in their wallet and can control their inbox. Now, let's take a look what would the experience be? Now, yeah, right. Thank you, Pedro. Awesome. Now, imagine that you're a cow swap user. You're about to place your first limit order. It's very exciting. Decentralized limit orders are awesome, but they have just one minor setback. They are executed when the user is away. And so cow swap has turned to push notifications to solve that channel. And if you look on the screen, you can see that when the user finishes places their limit order, confirms, signs with their wallet, basically they are prompted with a message to get alerts on their open orders. They can subscribe to get a notification when the order has been successfully executed or failed, and even get notifications about protocol updates. All this can be configured using our API or an embeddable widget, and it can be customizable to support any use case. When the user connects with Wallet Connect, basically they give approval for that dApp to send their wallet a message. They establish a connection between Cow and the user wallet. And when they click approve, they basically give consent to Cow to send them messages. So consent is actually required in the protocol layer itself. So that's a big win for user control. Now imagine that the user proceeds with their day and read a fascinating article about the future of wallet-to-wallet communication, when all of a sudden they get a push notification from their wallet app. Now this notification can be configured using our broadcasting studio to support any use case, from limit orders to NFT offers, social, whatever you can think about, we can support it. And when the user clicks on that notification, they are taken to the wallet inbox, where they can see all of their notification. You can see how the wallet becomes the hub for user engagement. And after seeing all my notifications and getting more context on my limit order, I can click on that notification, and a deep link will take me into CowSwap app to get more context on my limit order. Now that's an opportunity for CowSwap to drive re-engagement and maybe to drive another order from that specific user after having such a successful experience. Now, what happened basically if a dApp that I've subscribed to is no longer relevant for me, right? And I'm not interested in getting any more messages from them, or maybe they're starting to send me spammy messages. So fear not, it's super simple to unsubscribe, and it's just one stroke away. Basically, when I go into the wallet inbox, I can click on my communication passport. I see all the dApps that I've given consent to send me messages. I can see the preferences. And just with one click, I can unsubscribe from SpamDAO, and that's it. My inbox is clean and safe again. Now, before I finish, I'd love to leave you with some food for thought. Up until today, wallets played a critical role in connecting dApps with their existing users. But imagine that wallets could actually become the main source for user acquisition at Web3. What would happen if wallets could actually help users discover new dApps, discover new experiences and new communities, and actually be that facilitator between the user and the dApp? So if you're excited about this, like us, please do reach out at wherever I am. And we have an amazing pilot program with Wallet Connect. We'd love to have you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Amos. That was awesome. As always, wherever is really pioneering what we believe is the future for a more engaging future. While Wallet Connect, we focus on building the infrastructure to deliver to 1 billion users that have Web3 wallets. And that also includes with the wallet chat. Something that we announced back at EFCC in July, and we built this really nice experience that is also end-to-end encrypted, where you can both chat and transact in one place. Do everything with your Web3 identity using either ENS or any other namespace. You're able to infuse like an experience that you expect from normal Web2 apps, but directly using your ENS or wallet address instead of an email address or a phone number. However, it's really time to level up the wallet experience. We've been building protocols for so long. We have SDKs for almost a year that allow you to chat API, but we thought we should take a step further and build an interface. So we introduced Web3 Inbox. Web3 Inbox is where Web3 will be communicating, and we built this in 2 forms. We have a Web3 Inbox SDK that will be available to integrate directly into your wallet. So your wallet doesn't need to build its own interface. It will be able to directly go into the wallet and have the inbox. And if your wallet does not support it, we also have a standalone application. Let me give you a quick preview. Awesome. I just feel like Web3 Inbox is really pushing the boundary of what we can do in Web3 and creating a much more engaging experience. And we already have the waitlist ready, so you can register with the QR code there to go to web3inbox.com. You will have your ENS whitelisted, so you'll be the first one to know. And because Web3 Inbox is not available yet, you'll have to be notified by email, but hopefully in the future, every product launch in Wallet Connect will go through your Web3 Inbox. And if you're a wallet and you want to build with the Web3 Inbox SDK to deliver this experience directly to your wallet users, therefore you should reach us out at partnerships@walletconnect.com. Thank you so much. This was the potential disruptive of wallet messaging, and check us out at walletconnect.com.